In this video, I absolutely send it on lap 1 and another lap 1 incident, but this time I hit somebody. Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video where we're going to talk about GT's dirty problem. Now you're going to see that in this video. So we're going to do a mixture of all sorts of strategies here because the dirty air, which is GT's dirty problem if you haven't realized already, is really bad, really bad on Daily Race C or in Group 2, and it gets worse in Group 1. You know, the more downfalls you have, the more dirty air you have, and it's just ridiculous to be honest with you. You're going to see how ridiculous in this video. So we kick off this race then. We're up into P15 then, looking to get down the inside of the Italian. Then do we do it? Slight bit of contact there. Gonna come back into line then. No, we're not. We're going to go around the outside. Are we going to do it around the outside? That'd be pretty mental as we head into the right then. And no, we are going to back out of this as we go through that right hand then. It's still as it was. So yes, we're going to do a mixture of different strategies here. Now in this first race, I thought, hey, why not try the big one? Let's go full gung-ho, a bit like the Italian did there, as goes off to the realms. And let's do a two-stop. That's right, we're going to do a two-stop in this race. We're going to see if it even works. Lots of cars up ahead, so obviously they're going to slow each other up. When you're in dirty air, you slow each other up as... Oh, my word, that was close, wasn't it? There was nearly a bin there. But yeah, when you're in this dirty air, you just lose so much time. At least 2 seconds a lap quite easily. Oh, you lose more by doing that, though. What, nutty nugget there? See you later. We're in P13 now. Into this left and then the right hander here. So yeah, we're going to try a mixture of strategies. This one is the two-stop first of all, and then we're going to see which one is fastest by the end. So we go through this left hander then, and it's still as it was. Now you're seeing the dirty air come into play here. I mean, it's just, oh, look at that. It's just so much hard work. You just sat there waiting for the car to turn in as we chuck it left and head into the pits for the first time of twice in this race. We leave the pits and we're hoping for clean air, but no, the Italian makes a reappearance out of nowhere. I'm thinking, oh my word, so there's nearly been it there, and this is going to cost me some time now, and this isn't what I was expecting on the two-stop. I didn't want to be behind anyone. The whole point here is I need to go absolutely pedal to the metal, literally as fast as I can, just so I can catch up and then have really good tyres in the second part of the stint. Now, obviously with dirty air, a two-stop shouldn't work, but hey, we're in here to test, right? So we're actually jumping people here now. And up ahead, 2 more come out. It's lap 7, so we've advanced pretty far here. Jared Taylor comes out. We started looking, but I think we scared Jared there into a mistake. Through the right we go then, and we're just going to be alongside. Just look at that, so close here. We're also in the NSX, by the way. I haven't explained that yet, but we're going to head towards this right-hander then. And is it going to be... Now, there's a bit of contact there, and I decided that was a bit more my fault, so I did let Jared go there, which is why I sort of let off a little bit, let Jared go. I'm also going to be coming in the pits this lap as well, so, you know, in the grand scheme of it, it's not that bad. I didn't want to fight it too much either. But yes, I'm in the NSX, and the reason for that is we used the GTR earlier on in the weekly race guide. I thought I'll try and use a different car. It's not beat the meta, this, it's just use a different car. This is effectively the meta, actually. There's more people using this than the GTR. We come out in P14 there, and we do catch up to the back of the pack quite quickly here. It's lap number 9 now, but, you know, the main pack is really far ahead, and, of course, we're going to get stuck in this dirty air. We're through here then, a bad actor. I hope you're not a bad actor. Anyway, gets it all sorts of wrong through turn 1, and I sort of just shot my nose here, and, like, you know, as if I was going to dive, but they gave me so much room there. I was like, okay, I will actually take that. So we're up into P13 then. And then we catch up to this group a lap later on. So we've got LFC, we've got some Italian name I'm not even going to try and pronounce with 999 at the end. And then I'm not sure who's ahead of them. A German driver there of a nice guy. So we've got a nice guy being absolutely pounded by 2 other people here. Try and get past them. In towards the right-hander we go. And it looks like they get punted outside. We've got LFC involved here as well. And LFC turns into that Italian, which I'm not fond of. Again, if this is retribution, it's still not the greatest to see. But yeah, we get a slight bit of contact from Nice Guy. But we're up 2 positions all the same. And we'll see what we can do versus LFC. But of course, we're in this dirty air, and it's just so significant. We're just losing time. Absolutely losing time here. And it's just one of those where, yeah, it's horrible. GT do need to sort it out. It's literally, I would argue, actually, probably the worst problem in Gran Turismo. Worse than the BOP. Because at least with the BOP, you can have some racing. You can't have racing with this. You really can't. Is it worse than the penalty system? I would argue yes, because again, it's just a case that you can't race as we look around the outside of LFC. But you're seeing the significance here. We're on the freshest soft tyres out of everybody, and we just can't get past. We're in the 36s. We should be in the 34s. The 34s with this car right now. But we can't get there because we're stuck in this dirty air. Now, I did see a comment on the previous video, on the weekly race guide that is, about is it realistic? Now, it's a good question to ask. Is it this bad in real life? The answer is no, it's not. It's not this bad in real life. You got to remember, the slipstream in Gran Turismo is over-exaggerated, and so is the dirty air as well as we come into this left hand. And LFC defends down the inside, and we go around the outside. So that's where the grip works. No dirty air. Look at that. Clean on through. And we're a second ahead from one sector. That's how much quicker we were once we got by. So, yes. That is that race done and dusted. We finished P10. That's around a 20:03 in terms of the old lap time. So we'll just keep that in mind. I'll mention it again at the end. So we're back in at the NSX, race number 2. And in this one, I figured, right, I'll start on softs, but I'm going to pit a little bit early and then go on the mediums. And that way, I can test how long the mediums are going to last. And, you know, maybe the mediums will work out better than we realized because there'll be less fuel in the tank. Heading down towards turn 1, then we got Hatchie there, who was looking for a move, but then we got down the outside. I think they got scared and thought I was punting them. No, a clean move like that. Oh, yes, the Italian goes, who were racing earlier on as well, who got punted by LFC. So up into P14, 2 moves done. Now, the nice thing about soft tyres on this first lap is we can be very close to the action, even though of dirty air, because the racing is so much slower, it matters less. You know, as we increase that speed, that's when dirty air plays more of an effect. And that's why as the race strings out a little bit, that's when you get the extremes and when you can't really overtake. At this moment in time, this is the best time to actually be racing. You know, we can be on the soft tyres. Everybody's close together. So everybody's suffering here. And, you know, we've got every chance of making lots of places here as we're looking for a move on Johnny Pony here. Funny name, that is Johnny Pony. 3 to the left, we go of the hairpin and clean on out. As we can see lots of side-by-side in the distance. So, it's a case of when do we pit then? When do we pit? Because in my head, I was thinking we could try lap 3. Maybe that would work out. I wasn't too sure. I swear a car just disappeared in front of me there. As we go into the left and then finally the right-hander here. As everyone's in the NSX, which is nice to see the NSX is actually raceable, because obviously in GT Sport the NSX was not raceable in the slightest, so at least that's a bit of progress there, as we're very close to Johnny. And I was thinking, okay, let's go on the outside, let's get some clean air, but we're still in the dirty air. Now we're in clean air, so it grips, and then we come out of this corner. Now, do we have the run on Johnny? Yes, we do, I think. Do we? We do. Go, Tidge, go. We're in the slipstream now. Come on, we can do this. We can outbrake them. We know most people are going to be on the mediums. The standard strategy here is go on mediums and then go on softs at the very end. And we're doing that alternative strategy. And you can see it's working actually quite well here, to be honest with you. It is working quite well. We're staying with the pack. We're actually overtaking people because everybody's going so slow because they're all stuck in this double, treble, dirty air, and also the racing action as well. We are actually getting moves done. This is the end of lap 2 now as we come through this left-hander. Oh, Cus got that a little bit wrong then, as we're going to head into this long right-hander. Again, getting in that clean air quickly, getting into that gap. This is when dirty air comes into place. We've got to just be careful there. We lift a little bit, going through here. They just get it slightly wrong there. I was a bit annoyed at the time, but actually that's just silly of me to be annoyed at that. That was fine, really, in the grand scheme. But I was worried about it, but even so, we're going to have a look down the inside, then heading towards turn 1. They break quite late here, and they actually do get it stopped. Fair play to Cus for getting that stop. Beautiful defense. DJ Olive off there in the grass. We'll take that. P11, thank you very much, as we're looking to carry on in this race. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to pit lap 3 here. I mean, we've done a 1:38 on lap 2. That's how slow we're going. Remember, softs are 1:34. In fact, you can see that with the fastest lap on the left of that. 1:34s. We are 4 seconds a lap slower being in this pack. And we would have been the same speed on mediums. So, you know, it's significant. This being in this pack and just this carnage is significant. And we're going to use that in the last race to our advantage, hopefully. But even so, we're past Cus now as we head into this left. We've got back behind LSC then. Not sure what the number 6 stands for. Maybe a player? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of football. I'll just try and beat football fans at their own game with the fantasy football. Anyway, into the right-hander we go then. And, oh, they're on the grass. They bid it. Unfortunately, they ghost just in time there. They're up to P9. And at this point, I'm like, well, there's no point pitting. So I advance a lap later. We pit on lap 4. Is when some of the softs pit, but we're on the mediums. We come out. Nick Bear in the distance has pit as well, which was a bit frustrating because I didn't want anybody to be in front of me. I wanted to absolutely go hammer and tongue here and really increase that speed. Anyway, Bad Hector and Nick Bear are having a bit of a ding-dong here. So let's get involved in this ding-dong. Let's make it a ding-dong-ding. I have no idea what that means, but hey, I said it now. Right, okay, to the right-hander we go. Bad Hector just losing the rear end there. We're going to have a bit of an advantage with that grip level. Looking down the inside into this left. Tiny bit of contact. Nothing major there, in my opinion. And through we go, P13. But remember, with Pit, we're all the way till the end now with this strategy. Lap 7, and we're seeing all these pit stoppers in the pits, and we're overtaking absolutely everybody. Look at that, up into P8 then. We're doing good here in towards the right-hander. And yeah, we're still behind Nick Bear. Nick Bear was slowing me down here. I definitely could have gone quicker on this tyre. The mediums are definitely 136s, okay? Low 136s. There's a possibility of maybe even a 35 in there as well, but you got to really be on it to get the 35. In my opinion, anyway. Anyway, looking in that rear view mirror, what's going to kick off here then? In towards the hairpin. Oh, somebody just got binned. I think that was Bad Hector. Sent to the realms there. Narnia welcomes you, my friend. Narnia welcomes you. Anyway, we go to the final lap where Nick Bear's tyres are obviously dead because they're on the soft tyre. But we still can't get past on half mediums. This is how bad this is, okay? This is how bad it is. You literally are stuck behind somebody until they either make a mistake or you get some weird, crazy run on them. As we come through this left, looking around the outside, not going to work out. Remember, their tyres are dead at this point. I've still got half of my medium tyres. They should be working well here. They can still do 37s. However, Nick Bear does keep that position. Fair play to Nick Bear. You know, race to race. Did a good job. But yeah, we came P7 in that one. And race time for this is 19:53, I've put. Not the year, just the race time. So that was 10 seconds quicker than the previous strategy. Which makes sense. But we did get held up more on the previous one. That's to be expected. That's what a two-stop does. Right, in this one, we're starting on the softs again, and this time I figured, okay, right, we're going to do a one lap on the softs and go on the mediums and see what we can do here. Can it work out? Can we jump everybody? Because Nick Bear obviously pitted the same lap as me, which was where it cost me a little bit of time. Oh, my word, we could have gone for the lunch there, I think, and got Flying Dutchman. But yeah, Nick Bear obviously pitted at the same time as me, and that cost me some time there. I reckon that could have been easily in the 40s in terms of 1940 in terms of race time. Even so, we carry on into it. Oh, everyone stop it. Oh, Max, there just brakes. I think they hit the other guy and was just trying to slow down, but wrong place, wrong time. And we get a 2-second penalty for that. Oh, come on. Oh, slightly frustrating. Even so, we leave that cut. Oh, someone's binned it. Oh, Cuss has gone round. We've got DJ Oliver with a penalty. There's a bit of contact there with Rickett ST. Going through this left-hander. Rickett just runs Olive completely off the track for no reason whatsoever. As we're up into P11. So absolute carnage in this race. So at this moment, I'm thinking, hey, this could be a good strategy here. This, pitting on lap 1. We get out of all this absolute wreckage. We could survive. But obviously, we've got the penalty first. And that would mean we catch up to this group. So we're just going to take that 2-second penalty. And then off we go again. So the German was the one who started in P16. And it's a P last then, but well, technically it was. And it is at a time, so I knew they'd be struggling a little bit here, but they're struggling a lot. Lots of braking going on with this car, and I was just, yeah, hard to follow. I was trying to get on the inside. It didn't quite work out, and as I was pitting this lap, I was like, okay, let's not try and, you know, force a fight here. We're pitting on this lap. It'll cost us more time than it's worth. And you can see we're already nearly back with that pack in the distance as we go through this right-hander. So we are pitting lap 1. We're not going to pit again. What can we do here? We're going to be on the medium tyres for 11 laps. That's a long time. So we leave the pits. Clear air. Beautiful clear air. Absolutely clear air. Now, this is a bit frustrating because in this race, hardly anyone pits. Well, nobody pits on lap 4. And then we get the lap 5 pitters. And where are they? Well, we are way past them. Absolutely way past them there. Way past the 2 that did get binned off. This is now lap 6. Somebody's obviously binned it entering the pits there. Yellow flag. Oh, it's Well Max again. Well Max is not having a good race. Continue on through here up to P5. P5! Look at that jump. Look at the jump from the fighting. There's all that fighting. We jumped them on the mediums. We're on lap 11 now. They still haven't caught me up until this point. And if you look at the bottom left, you can see why they caught me up at this point. My tyres are ruined. Definitely don't do this strategy, okay, people? Definitely don't do it. But I will highly recommend pitting on lap 3. So doing 3 laps on soft, then going on the mediums. You can even try a 2 if you wanted to. But yes. Lap 3, I think, is the way to go with this one. We leave that corner, and you can do that with people here on that corner. You can sort of force them off wide by just really using all the circuit. I did that with Nick Bear. They cut me back up again very quickly, though, because my tyres, as you can see in that bottom left, completely ruined. Really, really, really ruined as we head down towards turn 1 then. In towards that braking zone. And are they going to do it around the outside? They are indeed. This is the point where my tyres are ruined, so In terms of pace-wise, I'm easily 3, nearly 4 seconds off the pace at this point now. I'm on used mediums. They're only on 6 lap softs because they pitted lap 5. Maybe in lap 6 they pitted, actually. Their softs are really new and mine are really old. And this is where you're just seeing the difference. We get a tap there from Flying Dutchman. Taps me again. A bit frustrating that because I have to really slow the car up then to get around the corner. And that is going to cost me a bit of time here. A bit of a push-to-pass move, in my opinion, there. I wasn't too happy with that. Going through here, I had to lift a little bit there. Otherwise, I would have forced them off the circuit. So we're down to P7. However, I said this before. Okay, I said this before. Literally, hit lap 3 from softs, go onto your mediums. It may be a worthwhile strategy. And the reason I'm talking about strategy, okay, is when you think about the race, you don't know what position you're going to start. So if you're further towards the back, try something different. Don't be stuck in that dirty air. You sitting here, I did 1 lap on softs, the rest on mediums, and I'm still P7. Maybe try that 3 lap on soft and then go on the mediums. The mediums aren't that far off, The softs are there for like 2 or 3 laps. They are much quicker, like a second and a half. But then they drop off very quickly. And then they get to the medium territory, and mediums last much longer. You can see that on the right-hand side. 36s for a heck of a long time, and some bad laps in there as well. You can get 35s on the mediums. Only just, but, you can still do it. So do try that out, 3 laps on soft, and then the rest on mediums. It might work out in your favour if you're starting towards the back. Obviously, if you're near the front, do the common strategy. It will be the quickest. Now, in terms of race pace for that one, 19:58. We did have a penalty of 2 seconds there, so we could add another second to that because of accelerating again, so 3 seconds. So it's getting close to the other one, but I think the other one is quicker, Do the 3 laps on softs. Trust me, 3 laps on soft, the rest on medium. It's an alternative strategy for you. But Gran Turismo, you do need to sort out your dirty problem. The dirty air, it needs to be halved easily in Group 2. The Group 3 dirty air should be what Group 4 is now. Group 4 should be very little at all. That's it for me, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. My logo's there if you want to subscribe. 2 videos there to check out as well if you want to check those out. And please do give it a like on the way. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.